What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for all Cancer placements, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and do not force it to fit because it is general. Okay, my dear. So let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. I'm using Tattoo Tarot as well as the Witch's Tarot and Messengers of Spirit Oracle for your reading. Okay. So let's see what we got for you, Cancer. I feel old energy with you, Cancer. I heard stepping stones. I know I've said that before for you guys. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Okay, so we have a gesture, an offer. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords. It's a desire for a communication, but no actual offer. It's really interesting. It's like I want to have a heartfelt conversation. I want to explore things. I want to understand things, but there's no actual offer. So this could be tying up loose ends. The Page of Pentacles in reverse tells me it's an energy of review. This feels very mentally draining, like very exhausting. Page of Swords. I heard, okay, there's more to see. There's more to know. It's not see, it's a know. There's more to know. Okay. This is the other person. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles and the Fool. Yeah. They're on to something else. They're already checked out. Yeah. No, they're on to something else. They're oblivious of this, I feel. Whoever this is, they're oblivious. Let's see what's going on over here. Because I feel like this is like Spirit's message or like what the universe wants to know. There's just like this energy lingering over here. It's the direction this is going to move in. Okay. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Which is really nice. And then you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Someone's starting to really protect their personal power. I like this energy. The energy's starting to pick up, which to me is very healthy. This felt very mentally draining. This feels very like progressive. Like, you know what? I'm going to give this time and energy to myself. I'm going to become the best version of who I can be. It's addressing insecurities. Somebody's over here doing their thing, feeling really peaceful and stable. This energy feels like it's attachment or codependency. So attachment could be codependency, addiction, limiting beliefs, scarcity mindset, right? Just whatever you're attached to. And I feel like they're the one that's transforming into like, it's kind of like a revenge happiness. Like, you know what? I'm going to show them. And in time, it's going to end up being just for themselves. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse, 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. They don't see that this reaction is actually going to lead them into healing. They have to go through this ending. This person's checked out. They feel very distant. They feel very checked out, disconnected. Ace of Swords in reverse and the 7 of... This is the same person because here's that mental heaviness. So this is what they're carrying with them. It's almost like they don't want to acknowledge how something ended or how something came to feel so heavy or burdensome. And it's the 7 of Wands in reverse tells me that there's like this defensiveness about it. This is just, it's exhausting to read as a reader. It's just heavy. 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck in reverse. This 6 of Swords energy tells me that someone is very critical of themselves because it tells me they're stuck in the 5 because it's reversed. Very critical, really struggling. Okay. There's a lot of space that wants to be created between these two energies. Like I almost want to put this one over here, but I'm trying to keep it in frame. It's very interesting. And the Knight has their energy towards that individual. And so does the Page. They're all looking over here. And they're just like focused on this new beginning. They have their back turned to the second chance. I feel like there's an opportunity for a second chance. I don't think this person's interested in it. It's very weird. It doesn't feel cold. It doesn't feel mean. It just feels like I have something over here I'm looking at, right? Let's look at the Knight of Cups. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. 8 of Wands, yeah, they're going to come in quick. They're going to talk. No, Ace of Cups, there's the offer. 10 of Pentacles, oh gosh. And the Moon. This, I'm going to be honest, this comes across as like a out of nowhere proposal kind of thing. That's really what it feels like. Because the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles feels like someone like, I love you, I want you, and like here, I want forever with you. Like it's a very like, and with the moon there, they're not seeing clearly. There's something that they're just not understanding about the situation. Before I go into the other aspects of their energy, I want to look at the Fool. I feel like this is what they're not seeing. I'm going to be honest, I kind of feel like it's the need for them to move in a different direction. Yeah, Devil, the attachment. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun, Six of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so with the Six of Cups in reverse and the Devil, it says that their attachment is to the past, to this old relationship, right? Okay, Devil's Capricorn energy, by the way. The Fool is Aquarius. The Moon is Cancer, which is your energy. I think that's all the majors right now. The Sun, Leo. So with the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun, it's getting to this place. What you're going to start seeing is the awareness of, oh my gosh, I'm trying to build and build and build something that is not meant for me, right? It's not meant for you. With the Sun there's that sudden realization that that effort, that energy is meant to be put into you. And basically it's like somebody's trying to build something with somebody else before they've even learned to build for themselves. And the universe is like, let's go back and make sure you know how to like build your mental, emotional, financial, physical stability, right? Let's cross all those T's off, right? Before we start dotting some I's. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Yeah, their soul's in review. Their soul's in review. This person's going through a really big shift. Okay, now the energy's picking up. It wants me to go to the Queen. Five of Swords. So there's that. They're stuck in this. Okay. They're stuck in a state of conflict. This isn't their true form. This isn't their true self. This is a wounded self. It's rooted in the ego. It's not in the higher self. It's not in the authenticity. Yeah. Five of Wands, the World, Justice. They're really fighting to reconnect with this old contract, with this dynamic that is done. We'll look at them in a second. I know. You're like, come on, let's look at them. With the World, that's Saturn, Capricorn energy, Justice is Libra energy. The Five of Wands, this tells me that this energy here, the one who feels really heavy and almost like they want to like prove something to someone, what they are working through is this maturing of realizing their worth and their personal power, and that there is nothing to prove. There's nothing to prove externally. It's not really even proving to yourself. It's acknowledging that you are worthy. It's your birthright. You are worthy. You are capable. You are divine. You are loved. You don't need to prove that. You need to allow yourself to accept that that is truth, right? That is the reality. You are worthy of love. So let's look at this Nine of Cups for this individual. Yeah, High Priestess and the Fool and the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so you have three majors: Virgo, Aquarius, Pisces. Mars is in Virgo. Nothing's going on in Aquarius. And we have Neptune and Saturn in Pisces, which is teaching us how to mature beyond our limitations, distortions, illusions, and really learn to set healthy boundaries with ourselves and with others. And when we talk about for ourselves, it's like, are you really doing all that you need to do to accomplish your goals? And that's why the Seven of Pentacles is here. Somebody's really being taught that in order to love yourself, there's going to be some really hard work that has to be put in. It's being dedicated to yourself, right? As dedicated as you might be to other people and other people's emotions, are you that dedicated to your own? Are you that dedicated to your own mental, emotional, and physical health the way you are for the people that you care for, right? It's a very sobering moment. Very sobering. Let's look at the Page of Swords. I feel like this is how they perceive this Queen of Pentacles. It feels very like detached, aloof. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. There it is. Validation for me as a reader. And then the Tower card in reverse. I think that they want to understand why this queen can be so like just fine with how things are. Like, how are you so fine? How are you so just like content and stable and good and like life is fine? They want to understand. It's because they've already gone through this journey. They already do love themselves. They already do. Yep. Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. They know that this is done. They're very connected to their higher self. You have the Tower and the High Priest in this deck, or the Hierophant in reverse. So it says that they acknowledge that this contract on a soul level was meant to end. And with the Knight of Cups, which is this person over here, the overwhelmed, very heavy energy person, they acknowledge that this person's only coming back making the offer because the hurt and pain that they're in, right? So often people try to reconcile relationships or fix relationships because it's uncomfortable or foreign for them to really sit with their own feelings, right? So it's easier to say, well, I'm hurting because of what you did, versus I'm hurting because I have an old wound that I need to heal, that I need to address, right? And it's really challenging somebody to sit with their emotions and learn to move and perceive differently in the world. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Cups. They love themselves. They love themselves. They love their life. They love themselves. They're in a good place. They feel confident in what they're doing and who they are. Yeah. They feel very healthy. Yeah, Seven of Cups. They see things very clearly. They're not leaning into distortion or illusion, because this is the card of Neptune. And it's in reverse, which tells me that they're not stuck in the distorted fantasy of Neptune. They're in the reality of it. And they have that very grounded earth pentacle energy, and also that very fluid water energy of self-love. So with the 9 minus the 7, there's a 2 of Cups. They're in alignment. They're in alignment with their soul. It's very, very nice. And that's why it's easier for them to walk away. They're like, I know that this isn't supporting me because I know myself, because I love myself and I see myself clearly, right? And so now it's the other person's turn to go through that lesson. That's just soul lessons. That's relationships. It's always that way. We are attracted to people that share a similar wound, and when one person heals that wound, the next person's going to start to feel uncomfortable because either the relationship changes or they're going to be challenged to evolve as well, right? And so either way, whether that person leaves or whether there's a shift, the other person's going to be challenged to change, right? So it's just what happens, right? That's the purpose of relationships, though, to help us to grow. 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. This person's finally going to let go of this heaviness, right? And then you get to the 9 of Wands. They're getting their determination back. They're realizing that there is a tendency to really want to not receive accolades or like applause externally, but they want to feel enough. They want to feel that they are enough. 6 of Wands upright is like, I want to be applauded. I want to be recognized. In reverse, it's like, I don't really need it, but a part of me craves it, but not for the sake of being applauded. It's for the sake of like, did I do it? Like, they need that reassurance. They're learning to give that to themselves, because the 9 minus the 6 also gives the 3. This is their journey. This is what they're meant to do. And then the Star is divine timing. Let's look at the Ace of Swords and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, wow, interesting. They're a true pair. This is beautiful, because as one person evolved into this Queen of Pentacles, this other person, which Cancer, I'm going to be honest, I think it's you, because they played such a small role in your reading. I feel like this other person, which I see as you, is going into this very healthy King of Pentacles, like knowing, you know what, I can create, I can communicate, I can see clearly, and I don't need to voice the things I'm creating. I don't need to announce to the world what changes I'm making, because I know that I'm reliable. I know that I'm stable. I know that I'm capable. And I don't need that external validation, right? So it's just going to really have you working through the way you approach projects and situations and relationships in regards to what you bring to the table, because the masculine energy is how we build. And with the Page of Swords in reverse, it tells me that you're going to rewrite the stories you have about how you build. So if you perceive that you need to work really, really hard or an excessive amount of hours to have a life that is enjoyable, and if you perceive an enjoyable life through a financial lens, that's a perfect example of a lens that might be changing for you. You might realize and redefine what you perceive as freedom or enjoyment or a peaceful life, right? Let's look at the 6 of Swords. So we have the Queen of Cups, Temperance in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, and the 3 of Swords. Yeah, and so in time, you will move out of this like feeling of like heaviness. And it's really because there's a need for you to have compassion and love for yourself, and the fact that there's still things that have to be released that are from the past, right? That are from the past, that are held onto in your energy. It's just time to let them go. It's time to just come to a place of acceptance that it's not in alignment with you, with the 2 of Cups there in reverse. So this is indicative of like old relationship that has ended, or maybe a recent relationship that's ended. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic as well. So just be mindful of that. Let's get some advice for you. Messages of love, healing, or guidance for Cancer, please, Spirit. In the meantime, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and it tells YouTube that people are watching my content, and in turn it starts to show my content to a wider audience. So it'd be a really big help. Let's see what we got for you, Cancer. Higher self, your life purpose is calling. Yeah. And it's not with this person. It's putting you in a new direction, which is great. That's going to be very empowering for you, right? Balance your manifestations, throat chakra, past lives, and the seer. Yeah, so past lives and the spider card, or balance your manifestation in reverse, tells me that maybe you're manifesting things that are no longer in alignment with you, soul contracts that have concluded, that are done, and that you might be wanting to call back because of the deep soul connection, but the lesson is complete. It served its purpose, its reason, and its season, and it's time to let it go, which is why your throat, speak your truth, be authentic. This authenticity in your higher self is starting to come in turn your third eye is going to open, right? You're going to have this clarity about, whoa, it's not that I really want them. It's that part of me was hurting, and I wasn't hurting when I had them. And so I thought maybe going back would take the hurt away, but it won't. And so you're learning yourself, you're learning your emotional self more, and you're going to start to learn how to express the things you need to yourself, to others, and to the divine. Shamelessly, right? Shamelessly, but with compassion and with grace. And so it's moving into a place that is much more peaceful, where you start to really see and accept all of who you are versus judging it, right? So we don't want to judge ourselves. We want to accept, like, okay, that's something that I don't want to do again. That doesn't make me feel good after the fact. So what could I have done instead, and what would I do differently next time, right? But my dear, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. All personal bookings can be found down below. If you'd like to become a, almost said licensed health professional, oh my gosh. If you want to become a certified Reiki practitioner or energy healer with shamanic and quantum healing, go ahead, check out my website. I have classes coming up in a few months, as well as one-on-one sessions that you can have with me through a mentorship program or a single-day crash course. I do service globally, so regardless of where you're located, we could work together. I'd love to be part of your spiritual journey and or your personal one, especially if you're also interested in life coaching. My background's in biology and psychology, and so I do approach my life coaching in a very holistic way, implementing tools from all my education. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, check out my website. I'd love to work with you, and I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.